So where do we use a letter S? What are the rules about using letter S on the end of words? So letter S is used to make a plural, cat into cats, rabbit into rabbits. Sometimes when we add that S to make the plural sound, like in pigs and dogs, it makes the Z sound, but it's still adding letter S to make the plural. And that never seems to be much of a problem for students. They seem to read pigs and change the S from a S to a Z sound. Because that's what they hear in their everyday language. Now, if the word hisses or buzzes at the end, so that ends in a ch, sh, s, z, j, j, then we're going to add es. This also adds a second syllable to the word. So if we go from bush to bushes, we've added a second syllable and we've added es because there's a second vowel there, so that gives us our second syllable sound. Fox, foxes. Quiz, quizzes. Wage, wages. Mirage, mirages. Can you hear that j sound on the end there? Rich, riches. Glass, glasses. So we just have also those words where we change the y to an I, like puppy changes into puppies, and the word there ends in a consonant and then a y. But if a word ends in a vowel and a y, you just add an s, like donkeys and monkeys, and that is the simple explanation for why those two are different, why we would change the y to an I in puppies, but we don't change the y to an I in monkeys. And then also we changed the F in knife to knives. Now there are a couple of words there which have changed over time, and there are a couple of words where both spellings are acceptable. So in elves, E-L-V-E-S is acceptable spelling, so is it with an F and E-S. I had to look that one up because it became important to one of my Year 1 students. And some nouns there have no change and some are irregular. So some nouns just don't have a plural form. One sheep, lots of sheep. We don't say sheeps. Aircraft, species, series, deer, one deer, lots of deer. And then we also use the letter S to make a verb in the third person singular. And again, the same rules apply to adding that S. Whether it hisses or buzzes, then we would add ES. So let's take a look. So very simply, he plays, she sleeps. We just add an S onto that singular form verb. Then if it hisses or buzzes, so march ends in that ch sound, same sounds as we had before. We get that marches. Also we get that second syllable, which we didn't get when we were looking at play into plays. It's still one syllable word. All of these change from wash, washes, from a one syllable to a two syllable word. Judge, judges. Box, boxes. Buzz, buzzes, adding a second syllable. So I hope that helps with thinking about letter S.